Beep boop. Beep boop. Testing, testing. And so on. And so on. Alrighty. Puppy you out. Go. Yo, isn't Andre already? Haven't even advertised yet, bro. Alright. Time to splat my face over every Discord server I'm in. How are you doing, Andre? Sorry, I am advertising my face everywhere right now. I'll join the voice call in a second. How was your day? Your all? It's better than bad, I guess. A little tough, but I like doing games dev stuff too. Well, I'm glad you can find a happy place in game development. I do find it's good for that when you can get into it. Yeah, I do. Oh yes, the video's up now. There's 2 videos in here. What? It'll be fun. Okay. Um, I've made a YouTube channel as well now. So I can upload VODs and stuff there. Mostly because I have a friend in, you know, not Australia that wants to watch stuff without having a Pam sleeping schedule. Yes, the Daniel channel. I'll send it in games night. And yes, I have potatoes everywhere. Okay. Let me get my shit set up and then... Wait, where'd my chat go? What? That is getting a little crazy. So there... oh yes, and Microsoft To Do. We can't forget Microsoft To Do. Come on now. Get my two-factor ready. Continue ignoring messages from people telling me to do things. Alrighty, ready. Tasks. 20 tasks. I did work on this a itty bit since last time. So the tasks have changed a little bit. And we'll get to the whole screen. I did this one just because it's important right now. The mine collisions are a square, not a circle, which is a bit goofy. Hey, it's Tom. How you doing, Tom? Welcome to the stream. I'm gonna be joining the voice chat with Honor in a second if you'd like to join also. Yeah, so creating like the line collision to work out which like face of the car was hit in a collision right now is based on the sprite size, which is a bit dumb because uh, the sprite size doesn't accurately represent the collision box of the sprite. So by creating my little like kind of hitbox when I create the object rather than in the handy little, where is it? Little physics modify collision shape area, then I'll actually have the positions stored in the character so I can access them later. Apparently there isn't a good way to just ask where my collision box is, which is a bit silly, but is what it is. um so yeah, after I do that, I can calculate my line boxes because I've got an extra box around me to kind of help check which face got hit. That will be based on the physics fixture rather than the sprites. Then add health and stuff for each different part. So yeah, I didn't get too far along from when I left off last time, but that's where we're at. Let's join the voice chat. We can welcome Andrea. Hello, Andrea.
Hey Dan,
How you doing?
I'm alright. I'm doing okay. Yeah, been doing a lot of gob work.
Lot of gob work. How's the gobs
A
going?
lot of gob work. I've almost finished saving the game and the upgrade system, like the framework for it. Then I just need to make the content, but the framework is almost there.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, which is that's I'm happy about. Saving was a big thing because I had no clue how to do saves in Unreal.
That's kind of important too. People
Yeah,
appreciate being able to save their game.
but that's a pretty good system. It all makes sense.
Yeah, that's good. Uh, bloop, 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 bloop. Alright, well, I'm gonna start having mines actually collide like a freaking circle. Just sick of kicking the corner of mines and them exploding. They shouldn't be. Physics, collision shape. Yeah, it's just a box right now. Let's circle. Cool, done. We'll test it a little bit, but I'm pretty sure that's all I needed to do.
Daniel squashing bugs.
Oh yeah, I'm also drawing the little lines I've got going on around it.
Yeah.
That I don't think that really showed me much because we pretty much both ran headfirst into the mines we were trying to test. Alright, this guy needs to like piss off so I can do this. Alright. Hmm. Hmm. I suspect that collision might also not be with the physics subject of the player. That seems kind of like it's touching the edge of the sprite, which is bigger than the actual car.
Mm.
So that might need fixing. But I'm pretty sure it's done. So give the happy ding. But after we create a custom fix in the create event, that should make stuff easier. Alright, so it's time for that step, I guess. We don't need that. We need object car. Or do we need object car? Actually, no, I don't. The thing is that OBJ car doesn't actually have physics. It doesn't need to not have physics anymore though. So I'm pretty sure the reason this didn't have physics is so I could turn on physics here and have its own collision shape, I believe. But I don't know how physics works with inheritance. I'd at least want to store the variables of to fix there. So let's start with that. We can fix the stuff later if we need to. Yeah, I'm making a fix here. This might not be right. Oh, but I can't. Hang on, it might already be looking shit up time. Can make a physics and inheritance. It's nothing to do with what I wanted. So with this tutorial, it tells me to make a base object without collision. But that might just be so I can make the fixtures later. So we can do a bit of experimenting. What if I do this? What if I make this not use physics? Box 42 2030. So it's 16 wide, 18 high. Wait, no, 28 high. Yes. So this is a half width, half height, I think. Not sure if that works. We'll see in a second, I suppose. My guy is still moving. Did I didn't turn off users physics with this. Let's try turning off users physics with this and see if it still works. No, it doesn't work. They're bouncing off me, probably because the OBJ car is using physics? Just yelling at me front. What if I'm just gonna put this like somewhere freaking weird. See if the box, no, it didn't correct it, okay. Woo! Zoom.
You're going very fast.
Yeah. Alright, so it's not creating the physics shape that I'm defining manually in OBJ car. It's a bit irritating. I might turn off users physics for this. And is there a null or something? Point a null. Then we're gonna copy all of this. Hang on, actually I'll get rid of the null and then I'll copy all this. put this in cars create events. And car can get rid of all of that. Make this a null pointer. I don't really want this to be like this though. Is the whole point of having obj car is that any car that does something that a car would do should do it through that, so that everyone can just inherit it and just inherit car features. So all this stuff really should be in here. Uses physics. Maybe it's just that. Maybe if I tick this uses physics and this uses physics, and they both have their own physics, and like OBJCar has its own box, then they have their own box too. Which is probably why they were bouncing off me when I couldn't move before, because I was trying to add forces to the player that's not using physics anymore, rather than the car that does now use physics. So let's... Oh, this is good if we can make a universal car. Oh shit. Hang on. That's different how a car moves. Hmm. Can we go like parent? OBJ get parent? Solve dot. Asset dot gm object. Apply force to parent. Children and family law, that's not what we're after right now. Parent objects. Set up parent-child hierarchies. This is done by clicking the parent button in the object editor and then choosing another object from the asset browser to be the parent. So every object in your game project can have a parent object. What does this mean? Well, an object has a parent assigned. It can share code, actions, and events with that parent. This sharing is called inheritance. An object that is a parent is called a child object. Not only can a child share code with its parent, but you can do checks and run code on parent objects and it will automatically include the child objects too. Saves a lot of time and energy. Yes, I want to know how I can access a parent though. Hmm. Internet is not helping. That's fine. I'll put it back to the way it was before, I guess. So not a big deal. What's most important is we have this fixture variable right now. Ugh. Actually, we need to see what this actually returns. Because my goal is that this physics thing I'm returning is going to tell me the shape of the Gauss hitbox. Which is important. Because I need to base some collisions off where that is. Physics fixture bind. Turns are real. And sign is indexed. What? It then defines the shape and density of the fixture before binding it to an instance that was created with the index for the bound fixture stored in variable myFix. Okay. So I have the index of the thing. It looks like it's the same type as this, so X. Get fixture size. Game maker. Maybe it's not a case of storing the fixture. I don't know how to get shit from a fixture. Like, nah, these. I need to look up that type. This fixture. Just id.physics index. Index. Game maker. friction. I don't really want to set friction. I want to set like how what. Well, I don't want to set anything. I want to get what its size is. Bind. Set collision group. Set box shape. There's a lot of sets, but no gets. I might just have to store how big it is. Guess that's fine. Oh. In which case, an obj car create event. We could just have a width and height variable. And then sorry, we'll copy that in. And this is going to be divide by 2. Divide by 2. I can't put this stuff in the car object because it doesn't have physics, but I can potentially put this in a script maybe that just all cars read. I'll go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Back to physics. I'll copy this over to enemy for now. I'll have to find a global place to put this. So. Just play this to make sure I haven't broken everything. Oh dear, I have. Why can't I move anymore? Why can't I move anymore? That's... Wait, what? Oh, I didn't enable use physics. Of course I didn't. Blink. Get boxed full. This guy's moving a little weird. Can't tell if it's the AI or if it's the camera fucking with him a little bit. Because if the camera's changing how he moves, it's a little funky. I don't think it should be changing anything. Looks fine. I actually can't tell if that does anything, because I do have stuff just set on the cars, but I mean, I guess we'll figure that out later. I mean, this looks right. Might just tick this off. I think this is working enough at least. Ding. Alright, now that we have actual like width and height, that's not the sprite width and height, we're gonna go to draw end. This is where the proper line math is coming in. And everywhere there's sprite width, we want just width underscore, which is our new variable that we're storing. Every time the sprite height, we want height underscore. See how this works. That's interesting. Doesn't look quite right. Well, I mean, it clearly seems to be based on the width of the car, which is good, but I think the drawing's just a little funny. I don't know. Drawing shouldn't be a little funny. I'll have a bit of a look into it. Width is a little off. So this makes sense. So pretty much this should mean that a quarter of your width should be hanging off the edge of the car. It shouldn't be directly in line with the width of the car. I'm confused why there's a -4 here actually though. Don't think that makes much sense actually. Let's get rid of that. See how it looks. I mean, it looks okay. Is it crossing over? It looks roughly about what I want. It's not crossing the corners as much as I'd like it to, but I mean, it is kind of crossing the corners. It's just the drawing keeps like wobbling back and forth as I turn, which is a little funny. That collision's got to be changed on that mine, actually. shouldn't take long, but end step. Oh, hang on. The whole circle is pointless. This doesn't even use physics. Hang on. Collision circle. It's a circular zone of radius given by the user. Round the points x1, y1. X coordinate of the center of the circle to check. The y coordinate of the center of the circle. The radius. Okay. So x, y turns in a circle.
Yo!
What's up?
It's Nathan!
That's crazy.
How's Power World?
Dude, it's grinding.
Where's my 16. Better be watching the stream, Nathan, I swear.
I am. Chill. I'm just playing Power World at the same time.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, let's see if my mines are circles now. That looked pretty circle. Probably would have clipped that otherwise. It's hard with this green guy following me around. Youch. No, you can keep playing. You just
How many Pokemon have you enslaved?
Yeah, look, let's not talk about that. I've kind of maxed it out for the server I'm on.
What do you mean you've kind of maxed it out for the server you're on?
They put a limit on the server just to reduce lag and everything. So I'm at 15 for my base, just for this base, but I've got 15 at another base as well. So 30 in total. But I've caught a lot more and I sold them. Like I've got just a few.
Tom says
hello.
I'm waiting for the shop to work. That's so mean.
Yeah, get the butcher. I want to butcher some actually. Now that you mention it. What was I gonna do? I don't remember what I was gonna do.
I don't like these mine collisions, but I think there's a better way to do it.
Why are they outside the door?
Oh, sorry. Tom is confessing his love for you, Nathan.
Oh no.
Tasty chimpkins and sheeps. Sheep and chicken do taste very nice. Man, I'm
Can this mammoth like get in the
I don't know
door?
how to make it better. Because I suspect this collision
I'm being raided.
is just
I'm being raided.
So you're getting raided by
Yeah,
terrorists?
pretty much. I mean, I'm lucky. They're not
Terrorism?
the fire ones that like to burn down your kit. You know what? Let's just do this.
For this sprite. So I think I need to make good sprite collisions for this stuff.
Yeah, there's only pockets. That's why would they give after only after the 60% break. So it's not happening.
Is that a crazy scene conclo in the background?
Looking at this, it's the one that so it is still under construction.
Does sound like a scene conclo.
Oh, let's go ahead.
Alright, collision mask.
Well, that's where I was going to send him off an email anyways.
Sweet.
Saturdays. Yeah. It is mistake this place with house.
Like, this is as precise as it gets, right?
Um,
I don't think
and
there's a way to
some
make
things
it harder.
which I well exactly one what I have. What's around the notice people.
Push mask, rectangle. Oh, we can't have this change based on what sprite you have. That's a bit rough.
Right, love a raid support.
1929.
I think that was like the easiest one.
I'll mention that later. Damn
Mm,
Is this sprite shorter than the others?
can't make it in this one.
Top 3, 1, 2, 3. Might have not. Might have fucked this one. I don't want to have to go back and change all the sprites again. I think I just have to change that one, but also don't want to do that. 3 from the top. 29, yeah. Wait, no, not 3 from the top, 2 from the top. Oh, sorry, should this just be like...
Yeah, same.
Yeah? But that's supposed to be down there. No? Top 2, bottom 29.
What was I gonna do? I've got stuff waiting for one.
That'll do. That'll do. I don't think I have to go change all the sprites, which is good. Close all these. Maybe don't reopen the ones you just closed. We'll see if that works slightly better. Now that I've actually set
What's gonna do?
like a proper mask on these sprites. I couldn't tell if that was good or not.
Okay.
Alright. What the? What am I hitting on here?
Okay.
Lord, why am I not good at driving? That's not even close. Like, what? Well, I guess this isn't that important right now, but... It's so irritating. I'll have to work something out at some point. I'll add that to list. Fix Jancast collisions with hazards. I'll add that right to the bottom. I'll actually put this like right at the bottom.
Ooh. These guys are kind of worth
Hard to tell
looking
from
at.
group stage. Alright, calculate lines based on physics feature. I believe we've done that. If we see our funny lines here, they're more in line with like the actual car rather than the edges of the sprite. So I'll tick that off. Now, right now, all those lines are doing are drawing themselves. So we're gonna move those lines into somewhere we can actually use them.
Oops.
So we're gonna copy this. We're not gonna delete it just yet.
Mm.
In collision. Got the collision impact. The impact's over a threshold, so if you didn't wick off, just tap someone. Then we bloop. We calculate a couple lines surrounding the car. This is important. Because I want to work out which face the car that hit me just hit me on. I can do that by checking all the other car's collision within these lines I've made. I did draw a picture somewhere about what points are actually where. It's kind of important. Where is it? Nope. Nope. Doesn't look like it. Maybe I didn't, or maybe it's on like a piece of paper around here somewhere. I don't think it is. I think there might be some trial and error here. Let's go. Just draw this line, x1, y1 to x2, y2. Pretty much x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3, x4, y4 are a point like around the car. So drawing two of them is a line front, side, or wherever the car. Just need to work out which points I'm actually looking for which face. So yeah. 1 to 2 is the front. Alright. Front. Line. x1, y1, x2, y2. What else do they want? OBJ car enemy. Precise, true, not me, true.
Where'd it go?
Can I go var other equals that? Oh, sorry, we'll make it equal to none first. I think that might be with a capital. Sorry, no one. No one's.
Okay, these could be.
Sorry, back to car. So we're looking for OBJ car. True, true. Other equals no one to start. There we go. Other equals is collision. Check if there's anyone actually there.
I have
Oh, sorry, these have underscores in front of them. That's why they're
what?
underlined. So I don't need to store this in a variable. We just go this. It's not equal to no one. So if we got hit in the front, hopefully this could also mean that oh, hang on. This is in a collision event, right? Alright, then I should actually check if that equals other. Because we're checking to see specifically the car that hit us. So after we get hit, we check in front, behind, left, right, and see what
What's
side
this?
that car is, and then we assume that that's the side they hit us on. So if the car's in front of me still, they probably hit me from the front. So actually doing the health taking stuff's part of the next step. So right now, I'll just do show message debug, show debug message. Front. Also, somewhere else was showing front. I'm not sure where. Like there's. I don't know where it is right now. We'll find it later if we haven't done it.
7, 8. Then Wixom. 3.
Not getting any front message. Not getting any messages. A little concerning.
Didn't mean to do that.
Well, maybe they're not going fast enough. Alright, brake check. And how fast is 20? Because for any of this to happen, the total impact needs to be greater than 20. So how about we show what our impact is? It said 200 and something. That's well above 20.
I finished that one. Yes, sir.
No, like every collision I have is more than 20. If anything, this should be really like 200. So getting in here, it's just not getting this.
Absolutely not. Just get the ball.
I'm a little concerned.
6 is done.
That well, this equating thing's not working quite right, or at least quite the way I want it to. Returns an ID instance. Returns scheme object. Can I get ID? That work? Maybe. It's returning an ID instance.
Damn, I've used my whole
It's
pistol.
working. Okay, well, that didn't say front. That was a bit concerning. That one didn't say front either. That one said double front though. That one was kind of on the edge. It's not saying front for them, that's very confusing. That one didn't say front for me either. It's a bit concerning. If we get a full-on front collision, usually it's fine. Well, that's giving me like a lot of front, like that collision's happening over and over again. Which means we probably need some like iframes or something if that's going so rapid.
Oh, for God's sake.
We're a little bit confused that all these fronts are coming in like pairs, I think. When really, not all of these are like head-on collisions. Like, watch this. No, that one didn't come in pairs, I don't think. That one seems to, though. Man, I really can't tell. I think this is doing okay. We'll do this for other sides. So we'll go back to car. Sorry, we're already in car. And we'll draw out some other lines. So I want point 2 to point 3, and we'll see how that looks. No. What? Oh, sorry. Y3 wasn't made then. It has to be below that next. Bloop. Alright, that's the left side.
Crazy.
Alright, so we'll back, left, right. Make these else ifs. I don't want them to break multiple parts of the car in one go. Having this been else if at the end is a bit goofy, considering if there has been a forceful collision, I want there to be damage taken. Show message, like, what, if they don't know where it came from. Back, left, right. Alright, so this one's gonna be 0.2 to 3. I don't think it orders what matter what way I put the points in. Not seeing much shouting of things. Even there, where's front gone? What's... Seeing a whole lot of nothing. None of those were over 200 though. Oh, that's probably just why, that's why force wasn't coming up probably. Well, some of those were yelling left, which is a bit concerning. Maybe I can drop it a bit from 200. Why are you reversing, man? What? Spelled what wrong? Hmm. We'll put them all in and see what happens, but some of these potentially are wrong. Alright, how about 4 to 3? What's 4 to 3 look like? 4 to 3 is back, okay. Back. 3, 4. It'll make sense that this is 1 and 4, but we'll check that. 1, 1, 1, 1. What? Oh yeah, that's right. That's correct. That's correct. All right, let's remove these
Hunter.
lines.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Man, I'd rather sleep, on God.
Bro, it's a hunter.
We Pal Worlding?
Yeah,
I
where's
haven't
Ben?
played any.
I don't know. Ben got so mad at me I went to sleep for another hour yesterday. And I'm gonna get angry at him. You get a code, Nathan?
Yeah, give me
I've got a
one
good chance,
second.
considering I'm on stream and you guys are talking about something else.
Gonna need to make a new chat.
There we go. Hello, Dan.
Oh, hello, you've joined me.
Yeah.
Cool. Not playing Power World.
Yeah.
Alright, it's gonna be a bit of a nightmare to test. But I mean, it'll be easy to test when there's like bullshit later. Wait, how come? What? Hasn't been printing anything. Let's just close. We'll drop this a little bit. I don't think we need to be going 200 speed. I'll re-hit play. Seeing a lot of front and right yelling, which is good. Front and back, that's also good. Surely hit me on the left. That's not the left. Gah. There's a lot of front. Not sure if that was accurate. That's kind of a rough one when he's getting me at like this angle. Because he hits the side and then keeps going forward, so it might look like he's coming from the side. So So I might have to adjust my front stuff to be more in line with the car. It's possible you could do 2 checks actually. Like if I have one that's in line with the car, so that like you know, I check if they're directly in front of me, directly to the left, directly to the right, and all that. And then if none of those work, then they're probably in the corners, so I can kind of widen out my search a little bit. That's a lot of effort though. We should be able to do that. Yeah, we'll do this. Sorry, we'll start with that. So, keeps to the width of the car but goes further up and down. That's going to be for our front check and our back check. So, front checks Y1, Y2. So this is fine. Back one's Y3, Y4. So yep, that's fine. But then we want to change this again to width 0.75, height 0.5. So it keeps to the height of the car but goes a bit wider. So right now I've got 2 directly up, 2 directly down. Now I'm going to get 2 directly left, 2 directly right. Let's see, so I'll copy this. Wait, why does this need to be here? It's not, what? It's finding the same thing twice. It's not making any sense. Anyway, I'll grab this, put it up the top for neatness sake, grab all this stuff, oops, put it underneath here, and we're gonna go, alright, so left is 2 to 3, so I'm gonna grab 2 and 3. And I'm gonna make them 5 and 6. So instead of 2 and 3, it's now 5 and 6. We'll just add a shit ton more variables here. Seems so unnecessary, but at 5, 6. I'm gonna make these 7 and 8. It's gonna be the right check. It's gonna be between 7 and 8. Now this should put it in draw. Copy this over as well. Gonna just start drawing some of these. Should be aligned directly in front of my car. Not quite. Said front and left, that's actually a good sign. Saying front, which, I mean, you could take, I guess. Front, back, I don't know about that. This one should be front, back. Yeah, front, no. That didn't work. Why didn't that work? Why did that not work? Sorry, that should have been 0.5. That's still too wide. Oh, sorry, maybe this is different. Octane. Would that be like literally of this? Yeah, that looks better. Okay. So, actually we do need theta changed after every H. Because it changes the angle that I need to use. I might just draw a couple of these lines. 357, 753, 468, 864. I should draw lines all around me, but in line with the car. Yeah, there we go. So the only issue right now is the corners, which, yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do about it. Does it become an issue, like, at all? If it becomes an issue at some point, I have to deal with it, but surely it's hard to hit the car without, like, tripping one of these. So it's the frame after you get hit that it checks this. So you'd have to hit the car and then have your car in a spot that's not going to be touching one of these lines. I think this is a pretty safe bet. So alright. Well, I'm gonna fucking delete all this shit up here and just these can all have bars in front of them. Okay. So, change this. To have these values in them. What's wrong here? Need another bracket, alright. I don't know why you need another bracket. Let's just get rid of one of these brackets. Hmm. This should work. Front, right back. Man, there's so much shit being yelled at me from the box over there. Front and back, yes. Front left, okay, yep. I think that was fair. Front right, yeah, I reckon this is good. I'll leave this debug stuff on, because if I see what come up, then I have to be very concerned. But for now, I think that's doing the job, so I'm gonna tick that off. So already that's finished-ish, at least. Till we get this what come up, then I'm gonna flip. Now we need to work on part health. So giving each separate area their own number of health, and then taking it off after you get hit. So every car is gonna have different parts. So I can put this in the global car sprite, in the global car object, so all of the cars share it. In the create event, all this health stuff's gotta go. So what if you can have a raise? I'm sure you can have a raise in this. They 100% can. Alright, we'll go max health equals, can I just do like a list? And like max health dot append no. In 64? No, that converts on. Arrays game maker. How do I make an array? Alright, you know what? We can just do it that way. It's not a big deal. Sorry, that was square brackets, right? Get rid of all these tabs I don't need anymore. Yeah, square brackets. Alright. Max health equals, we'll go, front is 10. Back is 3, sides are 2. So no backs. Oh, yeah. Alright. And we'll have health equals max health. Yes. And then we'll have, can I make macros in here? Probably not. Oh, I can.
Most game engines have macros.
Yeah, I
Sort of
know.
a universal thing.
You
Yeah.
can put, I knew you could put macros in scripts, but I wasn't sure if you could put it straight in a class. It's nice that I can though. Macro, face front 0, macro face back 1, macro face left 2, macro face right 2. 3. So this is for if I want to access members of the max health or health array, I can go like health, face front, and I get the health of the front face. Which I think makes sense. Car can also do this. When we collide, we know what side we just hit. We can take 1 health off that. So we go health. Sorry, not underscore in front, underscore after. Health. Face front. Minus equals 1. Can we get minus minus, perhaps? Yes, we can. Let me do the same for all of these. Right. Left. Back. Oh, sorry, I do have to add another task here, which is change sprites based on new damage system. So this essentially means if I get hit from the side, I should break the side a little bit rather than just like the whole car breaking, because that doesn't make much sense. That's pretty much part of change breakdowns, so I'll leave that there. We created part health. We'll check collision damage by going show debug message. Then can I put all of health in here? Probably. It seems to be
I'm
fine.
gonna head off for now, Daniel. See ya.
Okay, bye Andrea. Alright, Andrea's gone, sad face. Legal array use, no. Oh. Where is that? Sorry, that's in OBJ car step. They're checking if they're dead. Instead, we need to go. We need to go iterate through. So instead of just checking if health is less than or equal to 0, we need to check if any side is equal to 0. So to do that, we make a new variable called iterator called 0. We need it to be less than. How do we find the length of an array here? Is that array length? Yes. Less than the length of this array, then we gotta keep incrementing it by 1. Finish that brackets. Alright, and what we're gonna do with that is gonna if health iter, so it starts at 0, it keeps adding 1 until it reaches the end of the array. So we're looking at the first element, then we're looking at the second element, then we're looking at the third, till we look at all of the elements. Then we check if it's less than or equal to 0. So if any face is less than or equal to 0, die. We don't need this anymore. Is this being used still? I'm not sure if it is. I don't know. Oop. Oh dear. Oh, we hit a crate. Okay. Ooh, we do have to work out how we're gonna make these hazards damage you. If I want to make a new face, I could make like an underside and maybe like spikes and other hazards deal damage to the bottom of your car. Or I could make a mine deal damage to all of your car, so it deals 1 damage to each face. Should be a bit brutal. For the crate, it should damage the face that you hit it with. How's this crate work though? What did it inherit? OBJ pushable. Script damage car, other power, okay. So the crate really depends on what side you're facing. Which is rather unfortunate. Almost made you spill your soup. How'd I make you spill your soup? Did I give you a bit of a spoop? This isn't an easy one to do, because I don't exactly have access to the other player, really. Oh no, I do have the other player. Man, there's gonna have to be some really annoying script here somewhere. I really don't want to do it right now. Oh god. I'm gonna have to make a script that, like, it'd be called, like, damage car face or something. And the script would calculate those lines, and then check if those houses are doing damage to it. Possibly should have left, hazards till I worked out the system more, but here we are. We might just ignore damage from crates for now. Sorry, wall and crate damage is already here, so I'll leave that as is. I suspect you have a similar way of dealing damage though. Yes, you do. Mine damage. Gonna add that above crate damage, because mine damage shouldn't be as hard. Front, front, right, front. Alright, yep, well, that worked. But yeah, these collisions are rapid firing a little bit. Collision damage is right. Breakdowns are right. Iframes. Yeah, so we're gonna make the car invincible for a little bit after being hit, just so we don't get those rapid fire shots in. So iframes to give them a bit of invincibility. That changing sprite can wait a little bit. Just because changing sprite is a lot of work and kind of not in the field that we're working on right now. generally when I'm in code, I like to keep in code rather than jumping into, you know, Piskel and stuff. I like to do that stuff in bulk, and then we can go to something else to do in bulk. I don't like jumping back and forth through that stuff. Having said that, if anyone in the chat wanted me to work on sprites and stuff, send me a message and I'll go do that. But if you guys don't have preferences, this is what I'm gonna do. So iframes, mine damage, wall, and crate damage. Iframes probably isn't that hard, although I do have to work out how I'm doing a timer. I might have to open the mining project again, because I'm pretty sure I did implement a timer there. We might do that now. File open, miner arcade, open the yield miner project. Where we looking? Player. So the player in this game, refreshes its move like every half a second. So if I hold down like D to move to the right, every half a second he'll tick over one more tile. So to do that, I had to have a timer. So okay, I just had a current time and stuff here. That's fine, I can do it this way. So that would store the current time, store how long I have to wait till I can do something again, and then it checks the current time against the stored current time. So I stored current time and move timer. If I go current time minus move timer, gets me the time that's passed. Check if that's bigger than the move delay, and then we can move again. In this case, it's a little different because as soon as that timer ends, I want the iframes to stop, and there's probably going to be an animation associated with iframes, whether it be it blinking, or maybe they go a different color or something. But you know, we're not just checking like when they press D. Check if their delay's finished. I say that we could just check when they get damage for now. If you know current time minus iframe timer is greater than iframe delay, or iframe duration makes more sense. But yeah, we'll get on that. Yeah, I'm feeling a bit slow today. This is I don't know, I can't tell if I'm more tired than normal or what's going on, but try and keep the stream on for at least another half hour. Yes, I'll just copy this. I probably don't need to, because I've got the idea, but Demo Derby. Open that project back up again. Where are we going with this? Player? Or car. Car makes more sense, because all cars should have iframes. You shouldn't be able to bully the enemy and not be bullied yourself. Why is there an underline here? Oh, sorry. Local variables should have an underscore in front, just so we know what you're talking about. But the convention I'm going by here is underscores in front mean local variable, so I shouldn't be able to find this variable anywhere else in code. Well, I mean, like it's defined here, it will stay in this method, unless I choose to define a variable of a similar name somewhere else, which for iter I might. Once with an underscore after means a member variable, so the car has health. So this is the car's health. Then anything else is like, you know, game maker made these variables for me. Yeah, alright, so in the create event, we're gonna add to the bottom, a move timer. iframe timer. Iframe duration. If I can spell. We'll make this 4 seconds. So this is in milliseconds. So 4,000 is 4 seconds. Inconsistent? Okay, sorry. I was using camel case there, which is separating words by capitalizing each one, but I've been using underscores for everything else, so I should continue using underscores. Whatever convention you choose to use in your code is fine, as long as you keep it consistent for the most part. Yeah, so iframe timer, I'm actually going to take away 4,000 from. Oh, actually no, I don't want to do that. I was gonna say I'm gonna take away 4,000 from it because I don't want him to be invincible at the start, but I mean there's no problem with being invincible at the start because you some time to settle in. So if anything, I might do this. Give him 10 seconds of invincibility time at the start instead, which I think's fair. 10 seconds of iframes at the start, 4 seconds when you get hit. I'm actually gonna start I'm actually just gonna straight up delete this draw end event because it's not doing anything. Alright, we're damaging our faces. We've got to add in here. Alright, so if the impact's great enough, I actually want to increase that a little bit. I think 100 was a bit small. I could up it to 200 again, make it so you have to proper smack someone. Which I think would be... Yeah, let's do that, let's do that. We'll go, and we want the player to not be invincible. So we get current time minus iframe timer. So this gives us the length of time that's occurred since the last time we got hit. And we want that time to be greater than the duration that you are invincible. So if I get hit now, I set that to current time. And like for the next frame they check this, current time is equal to current time, so this will come up to 0. Then as time ticks on, like 10 milliseconds later, this will equal 10. 20 milliseconds later, this will equal 30. You know, then after 4,000 milliseconds has passed, this will equal 4,000. Well, alright, that says, so we'll go 4,001 milliseconds have passed. This equals 4,001, it's greater than 4,000, so you're not invincible anymore. But those full 4 seconds have elapsed in between them. So this doesn't like turn off invincibility or anything, it just checks if like it's been long enough now. But that means if we get in here, then the player's got hit. So we want to give him iframes again. So we'll go right at the bottom. We'll go iframe timer equals current time. That means we've got another 4 seconds till we can get in here again. We'll see if this works. Blink. Wonder if that was still in my 10 seconds, perhaps. Alright. Not sure whose back and whose front that was, but... Front. I'll get him inside. No, that wasn't fast enough. Does that not count? What? That not count either, damn. Can't tell if that's a 200 or what's going on. That one counted. Front and front. Front and right off. I can't hit him fast enough on the side, he's too good at facing me. Well, let's not get hit in the right, I'll die if that happens. Oh, apparently my back was on low health as well. Was it? That says 1 to me. Oh, sorry, no, back's that one. Yep, okay. Good. Good, good, good. Alright, cool. You just close this, so stop opening it. Alright, well, that's working, which is nice. I believe our frames are working, because some of those didn't count. I also suspect that's a little bit hard to hit them at 200, so let's test with 150. Suspect this is in our 10 second relief period. Front collision, nice, nice. Blink, got him. Got him in the left, gotta get him in the left again. No, I think that was good, you can swing around and hit him. Alright, I want this guy to hit the boost, I think. Ah. That didn't count apparently. Take that. Oh, that hit me in the right. Not good. He keeps adjusting to go in a circle with me. Oh. Oh, luckily you got the back there. Oh, come on, get him. Ah, it didn't count, no. Look, I probably just need to drop this to 100. But I'll add another task here, which is, sorry, iframes is done. But I reckon while the impact is low, you should do 1 damage, but I reckon you should be able to deal multiple if you hit them really hard. So bonus damage for big impacts. Yep. That's gonna go down lower, that's not... Actually, that would be a good thing to go behind boosts and nitros, I reckon. Alright, so that seems to be working. I haven't had like a what come up in forever, so I reckon this system is working pretty well. Alright, next up is mine damage. Now's the decision point. If I wanna have like the bottom of the car have its own health, or if I just want the mine to just damage all of the car. Um. Hmm. Like, bottom of the car could be interesting. Like, maybe there's some weapons that like drop shit on the ground that could break from the underside, but most of the time it's not easy to damage that part. It could definitely be the weakest part, which would promote you like ramming people into obstacles and stuff, because that's the only thing that can damage the bottom. Or like duping people onto them and stuff. So yeah, adding a bottom probably isn't a bad idea. So in create we'll make another macro. Make it bottom. Bottom. And sorry, I'll also make a macro. No. No, it's fine. It's fine. The bottom's gonna have 2. I'm actually gonna change these around a little bit. Give the rest of the car more health. Actually, no, I will add that macro. Could come in handy later, but I was gonna add face count 5, and that's just saying how many faces there are. Just in case I choose to add like a roof or something, I can change that to 6. Yeah, alright, so what's this do? Gliding car power. We're gonna keep the script, but we're gonna change it a little bit. Car damage. I'm gonna add variable face. So health on this face. We can just do minus equals damage, I believe. Change sprite based on damage. Yeah, this isn't gonna work the same way. I'm gonna just comment this out for now, because in the future, you know, if the bottom gets damaged or the sides get damaged, just show that those bits are damaged. It's probably not a bad idea to show them on some like GUI, like on a side of the screen or something as well. But visually, the sprite on screen should probably get bashed up from the angle they're getting bashed up from. I think that would look a lot cooler than just a car that's just slowly breaking down for, you know, from whatever damage it takes. But that means so we can uncomment this, and we just go obj car dot oh no, that's the reason I put them in a script. Alright, sorry, we're adding a script. Create script. And these are going to be our globals. So, go back to our car, grab our macros. Script constants. And that's here, so I can access it from anywhere. Actually, we're going to change this to car constant. We're going to change it to car constants, just so we know what kind of constants we're talking about. So that means in obj car, where do we reference it? We reference it in collision. We're doing collisions. We have these. Okay, can I just reference it like that? Looks like I can. I expected the mines to crash the game, but I'm surprised these work. I'm happy that they work. But can we just face bottom? Damage the bottom. How much power does a mine have? 1. That's fine. I mean, that's good. If it was any more than that, I would have insta-killed us. Boom. 2 mines? Yes. Good, good. Mine damage. Kablam. Wall and crate damage is a lot more rough. Yeah, before I do that, I might grab a drink. I'll come back. Been doing a lot of talking, so my throat's getting a little sore. Yep, I'll be back in like 2 minutes. And we're back. Okay, so we just finished mines. Mines weren't that bad. We fixed our... we might actually rename this to damage car face. Face. And they use it, I might have to change that to face. Takes no more than 0 arguments, but 3 provided. But they do take more than 3 out. What? Damage car face. Car damage face. Damage car face, spelled the same way. Whatever. Works now apparently. See, we fixed that, but crates are a little harder. That's inherited. So you gotta look at pushable. Yeah, so that's right. Deals damage equal to their power minus 1. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to proper do collision damage with this crate. So I'm gonna have it same as when a car collide, they deal damage to each other. In this case, I'm going to have the car hit them first, deal damage to them, and they're gonna deal damage. They're gonna deal damage back. They're probably just gonna do 1 heart if they're not destroyed. But yeah, the player's damage is important first, just in case they do destroy it. Especially if there's like a, players going faster deal more damage. Then they might deal 2 damage and break it rather than just 1. So oh dear. We need to work out what face we hit. Yeah. Oh. Might have to incorporate this into a script. Getting a car's face that you hit. Because I think this is going to be used in quite a few places, and I need a quick way to reference it. So we're going to create a new script. Script. Get collision face. As input, we need a car and another. As we need the car, we're checking what face just got hit, and we need the thing that just collided with it, because we need to know like what thing are we searching for around each of the faces. So if we go back into OBJ car, I am going to cut all of this, a lot of this, and we're going to throw it in here. Yep. We need this to be car.image angle. Car.width. I'm just gonna copy car dot and throw it in front of everything. Yeah, most of these things are owned by the car, so I need to use car dot a lot. But this can be any car, so I can throw in an enemy car or a player car or whatever. Bloop bloop, bloop bloop. Sorry, all these X's and Y's are the cars as well. Oop. Bloop 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 bloop. Bloop bloop. Alright, we're gonna return what face got hit. We can get rid of the else on these conditions because the return just ends this function. So after they hit the return there, they're not going to keep checking this stuff anyway. So I can just leave them as if. Because it'll only get here if the first one wasn't true, which pretty much makes it an else anyway. Alright. That other .id needs to have an underscore in front. Because we're not talking about other as given by collision, although it may be passed in. We're talking specifically about our passed in variable. Yes. Return base right. In this case, where weird things happen, we're gonna return face count. Actually, no, we're gonna return -1. I changed my mind. This stuff doesn't need to be in here. As if it gets down here, none of the above were true. Bloop. Add some nice spaces. This needs to be like any. All? Yes, all. Because it may not always be a car we're looking for. Okay. So, assuming I did this right, we should be able to pass in a car we're colliding with, and an object that car is colliding with. And then we work out what face that other object hit the car on. Which we can use universally now, which is very nice. What we're going to use that for is that first of all we can replace some things, which we already started here. We're going to go face equals script get collision face self other. And that should get the face that we got hit. Then we go health, the face we got hit, minus. So not a bunch of ifs anymore. This script does all the ifs. We just kill the health. Decrease health from colliding face. Grant invincibility. And then print that up. Alright. But in obj car, I don't want to have Alright, I got options here. I was gonna say I don't want in obj car to just have like a collision event with everything that exists ever. Just because that's gross. I don't want 20 events in here. But if I just have a collision with a pushable, and that pushable is everything, then like I don't need a I don't need a thing with everything. But this one's already got a collision with a car, so we'll just keep this as is. So if we collide with a car, we want again to get the face equals script get face. Get collision face. Other self. This is a little funny. We put them the other way around this time because the other's the car in this case, and the self is the other thing. Yeah, so we got the face now. We need to take damage from the car, which we're just going to keep as power minus equals 1 for now. We can change that later once harder collisions deal more damage. Although, do I really wanna damage the box and the player if they just like lightly tapped it? I reckon he's gonna put some force into it, you know? So he might have to copy some other things over from object color. Which is this. I'm actually gonna put this in another script. Another script. Create script. Script get collision impact. Put all that here. Bloop, 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 bloop. Then we're gonna return this. This isn't a big function, but just saves me from, you know, we're copying this over and over again. Hang on 1 second. Apparently I'm getting dinner delivery service tonight, which is very special. My sister made dinner today, which is very sweet of her, and she's bringing my dinner upstairs for me. And she's back already, it looks like, so be gone again. Very nice food. Sister's a bit of a chef. Looks very pretty. Yeah, apologize if you guys don't like me eating on camera, but I'll be doing that. Hehehe. Alright, so we got our collision impact. We're returning our collision impact. I'll go replace where that was in here. So, total. Oh, we're just gonna call this impact. Equals this self. Sorry, did I actually finish that one? I did not. This car needs to be in front of these. Bloop. 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 Alright, now that's good. So yeah, that's very much simplified this function. Get impact of the collision. Check if impact's big. Check if we're out of iframes. Decrease health. Give iframes. Print out health. Yep. In crate. Sorry, in pushable. We got the face. We want the impact. Script get collision impact. Although alright, there's going to be a lot of globalization this time, I think, because I also need to gonna add another macro. Gonna go damaging. We're in the automation space, so we're gonna be putting put a set point in front of that. So damaging impact, gonna call that 100. So this is just gonna be a constant for the random 100 I pulled out of my ass. It's now not now no longer well, it is still pulled out of my ass, but it's it's stored somewhere global so that everyone that needs that random number I have, they can just grab it. So I can just go if impact is greater than that. And I don't have to, if I want to change this, now I go into the car constants, I change it here, and changes it everywhere. If I put like just a random 100 down in like a bunch of different spaces, I gotta find all those 100s and I gotta change them all individually. This way it makes it like much more like, just makes it better. Like if I want to test with this value, I can just play with it. If I want to change the system, I'd have this as an option still. This is more maintainable. Like it's just better programming practice if I do it this way. Best. Alright, that's a greater than or equal to. So I'm just gonna get rid of that equal to. These numbers are all reals, which, well, this one isn't a real, but this is. With reals, I find greater than or equal to just a little bit silly, just because reals are they're a measurable number. They're not integers like 1, 2, 3, 4. They're like 100.98284, and the likelihood that that's going to just straight up equal something else, with the exception of like if it's like a level between certain points, like you could get dead zero, or you could get max. But the likelihood that these are going to be equal is extremely small. I don't care that I'm leaving out, like, if this equals exactly 100, I don't think anyone's crying about me leaving that out. More likely, you're going to get 99.8 or 100.2, and like you could be can be mad about 99.8 missing anytime you like. Like this changes almost nothing. Alright. Pushable. So if impact is bigger than damaging impact, get the face of the impact. Then we're gonna damage the car face. Face. Oh, sorry, we put damage in there. So power, comma. That. Before that happens, actually we take damage. Gonna put that right at the top. Get collision force. Check if over damaging limit. Damage self. Damage player. Sorry, we're gonna go. See, gonna move all this in. So if power is less than or equal to 0, then we destroy it. Easy enough. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Done it correctly. Then we explode and destroy ourselves. For the player, we're just going to put an else. So if it didn't destroy, we're going to damage the player. Probably not going to scale it based on power left. The point of putting power here was that, like if you run into like a metal wall, and you like barely put a scratch on it, like running into a metal, like a hard metal wall, is going to hurt a lot more than running into a wooden crate that bounces a bit. So I could just say that the metal wall would do more damage overall if you kept running into it. Or I could make it deal damage based on the power left, but I think that's a bit brutal, so I might just set that to 1. We'll see how this works. Oh dear. Execution error. Variable index -1 out of range. Oh, yes. Hang on. guess what's happened there is that it's collided and hasn't touched any of the lines. So in get collision face, let's return this -1. It's a bit concerning. That's very concerning. Yeah, we got a what? We got a what? That's not good. No, that shouldn't be a what. That's not an issue with my collisions, that's it. Well, it is an issue with my collisions. But it's not like an issue with like the lines being okay where they are, it's an issue with this just something else. Like these are not in the right place. Yes, so what have I done? I suspected I haven't put car in front of one of these, but car looks pretty well in front of everything. We can just for doesn't give much simplicity, but I just like that better. Actual angle equals car image angle plus 90. H equals square root of all this crap. Still got car in front of it. Car the enemy is with should be set fine, I think. I don't think that should be the issue. This all looks okay. Collision line. What's this return? That's ID instance. Can I go like a other dot type? Dot object. No. Bit concerning. Alright, impushable. Let's ignore that for now. I want to see if car collision still works. Does that give a what? Really? Is that giving watts from the crates? Yeah, it's getting watts from the crates. Car collision's still working fine. Yeah, that's all good. It's just the crates that are freaking out. What am I doing here? This could be a problem with what? Object pushable doesn't have a sprite. And these line collision stuff's looking for a sprite mask. So if it's trying to get the pushable sprite mask, it's not going to get one. It's got to look for the pushable crate one. Will it help if I... Yeah, that's where I got event inherited. How's that sprite's mask actually? Let's see that. Yes, that's fine. Like, it's a box. Even that one's fine. that one's dinged up. Oh, that's fine. Um. Yeah. I don't know. What could be screwing with that so hard? Hmm. Yeah, enemies are still working fine. It's just the crate. Now, real quick, I'm just gonna change this. Change that to crate damage. And wide wall damage is a separate one. That can happen later. I really just like reorganized that until it got back in the same order that it was originally. um, yeah. Hell, just for the sake of keeping things consistent, we're gonna do damage car face here. Even though they have access to their own one. Self one face. Even though they have access to their own health, it just makes it so every time you damage a car, it's going through the script. Which is handy, because if I need to track anything involving cars getting hit, I can just use the script. But also if I ever need to change anything around, you know, how you take damage, script's also where I'm going to do it, so everything calling on that means that I only have to change one place. Same idea as having all the macros as well. I'm gonna turn the light on and be right back. This noodle's good. Good nudes. Tom's playing Super Auto Pets. Go Tom. Alright. See, this is fine as it is. if I go here using get collision face, this comes back fine. That being self-other, they're both cars. Get collision face. And that's still using all. I'm not just looking for OBJ car. These cars, it's fine, but crates just aren't working. Why are crates not working? There's always a collision mouse there. Like it doesn't change. So what is different here? Works fine with a car. It's when this is OBJ pushable. Works fine when they're both OBJ cars though, so it's OBJ car doesn't have a sprite either. Like it's not you know, these aren't. Oh sorry, the other might be. The other might have a sprite in this one. The other should have a sprite in this too. What? Unless it's saying, like, I'm calling this from OBJ pushable, giving themselves, so even though they have a sprite because they're actually a pushable crate, it's passing itself without that stuff. But that makes zero sense. Like, that shouldn't happen. What? Probably need to just, throw some words in here and hope they make sense. Show debug message. We're gonna have other dot b box left plus actually I can't be bothered being all fancy putting it in one line. We're gonna put it over a bunch of lines. Gonna have a bunch of underscores. Then we're gonna do drat the box. Top, right, bottom. Alright, let's see how that goes. Run into the box. Bloop. That's a fair enough box. It's got a clear size of 40 by 40, which I think should roughly be 32 by 32. If it's rotated, that makes more sense. But yeah, it's Wait, what? Does it actually just bounce that far away, you reckon? Very well could. Maybe it's too bouncy, maybe it bounces away from the lines too quickly. In which case, let's look at physics. Look at our density. So the less dense something is, with the exception of something being 0, the further it will be flung away. Which probably means the less dense something is, the further away the lines have to be from the car to make sure they pick them up. So, what's the car's density, sorry? 0.5. So 0.5 where we are is fine. But any less than that, we need to push the lines out further. So, I reckon we do this right now, getting times 0.5 times 0.75. Oh. So these 0.5s are actually lining up with the edges. But if something's really bouncy, there's more and more chance that it gets in the corner. So it might not be a bad idea to like stretch them out a bit the bouncier it gets. I don't want to stretch them out too far. Okay, we're gonna go. This is just like an experiment. Other dots get physics. Object dot get physics. Other dots get density. Bool? Not a bool. It's not what we're after. Should I just go object dot get density? Is that something that happens? Get density game maker. Google time. Dot physics dot get density. Sorry, underscore. God, that's, I need the fixture. No. She. I wish this would just like if the collision event would fire just a little bit earlier, so that it's not bounced. Like as soon as they touch, like don't bounce them first. Like let me play with them first, please. Having said that, there's pluses and minuses to that because I see the outcome to the collision. So the collisions happen, and I can guess I can get more data from the past like in the future. But damn, like that sucks. Like the bulletproof way of doing this would be to have like 4 physics objects surrounding the car. So when they hit one of those physics objects, like that physics object's been hit, they know they've been hit. But this method's a bit more flimsy, but I don't want to let go of it because it's doing so well. Look, I think there needs to be a static value to this. So, I'm gonna turn all of these into 0.5s. What that's gonna do is it's just gonna have a box literally touching the car, which isn't gonna do anything because everyone would have bounced further than that. But so for this one, gonna do 0.5 plus fixed number, which I'm gonna pick as 10 for now. We'll give it a couple goes at it. Do plus 10 for this side as well. We'll see how that goes to start. What? It's like, get out of here. I don't need your density right now. If I have to get his density, things are gonna be a lot harder. That got a what? It's all getting what? Hmm. Just have a const up here. Can up it to 30. This might be a bit big. We'll see. Still giving us whats? That's not good. Was that giving some? Man, I really can't tell. I think my brain might be shutting off tonight. Been going for 2.5 hours, but look, we made some good progress. How long do I want to keep going at this? Look, I think this might require fresh brain like tomorrow morning or something to do a bit of research before I come back. Might save y'all watching me stumble in the dark and maybe come back another day. We'll give it another 20 minutes, and then if we finish it, we'll see how I'm feeling. But if we're still stuck here, then I'm probably gonna, we'll come back another day. Or we can move on to like sprite stuff, mate. It would be so good to end that today, so that I could work on sprites next stream. Actually considering that, let's throw that up there as well. Well, I just set up our plan for next stream is make sprites. Make lots and lots of sprites. We'll give a crack at finishing crate damage tonight. If not, I'll get it done before next stream so we can move on. Alright, so what the hell is going on? If I change this to 100, does that change anything? Wait, hang on. No, I did put constant there. Okay. I thought for a second I was just changing this value and didn't put it anywhere in the code, which would have been a little bit goofy. I was giving what's again. The issue is if I make that constant too high, it's gonna like go past where a car would be. That gave me a what? This is reeking like a problem with the crate hitboxes, not a not a problem with like the car detection. Bit concerning. I don't really know where to start here. Alright, that's fine. All my sprite stuff's fine. We might open the debug back up. Add event, draw end. Then, sorry, all this stuff's in a collision face now. And we're gonna run these lines again. Supposed to go. Ah, man. Alright, used to be better at this. Oh well. Can I go like that? Cool. Draw line. X1, Y1, X2, Y2. Sorry, with underscores in front. I'll go Y3 to Y4 just to show the front and back. Alright, what's the problem? Const. I haven't got constant here. Yeah. Alright, so I think that const of 20 is ridiculous. Like, no, it should be back to where it was. Oh no, more like just something like 5, you know. Could still be a constant number is probably still fair. Is 5 fair? 5 might be a little tight. We'll go 10. 10 should be okay. Yeah, 10 will be fine. It's just important that a car can't go like sideways next to you and like not touch the line. So like squeeze like in behind the line would be a bit devastating. Looks hot. Hello, dabble in the dark arts. Welcome. Yeah, it'll be hot while it's working, I hope. That's still a ways away though. Oh, it's Ben. Hello, Ben. How you doing? Are you joining in the Power World shenanigans going on? Oh, there's a big corners though. I could make it smaller. Tinkering. Yeah, that's probably alright. Probably fine. Yeah, so at the moment we're trying to make it so crates damage you properly. Well, you gotta do that. So we gotta find what side of the car the crate hit, and then we deal damage to that part of the car. It's turning out to be a lot more difficult than I hoped. Because I think that crate hitboxes are playing up a little bit. As in, I don't know where the hell they are and where they should be. It's pretty much our detection is we go draw a line here and see if anyone's touching it, and then see if the thing touching it is the thing that we just collided with. But apparently we can't find them. Like every time we collide with them, we can't find them, and then we get this like what message and then a -1 cent. So apparently it hit no side of the car. Bit baffling. It's got proper like beatboxes, but I don't think that's what they check. I want a precise collision. We'll just open up the physics page on GameMaker again. I don't think this is the one I was looking for, but I'm sure this will do. See won't do, but I'm sure the one there is. No, actually, I'm looking for collision line GameMaker. Checks along the line for collision with any instance of the object or tile map specified by the argument obj. This function will return a unique ID of the instance being collided with or the tile map found. If no collisions were found, no one is returned. So in my case, they're returning the ID. I'm checking that ID against the thing I just collided with and see if that works. Oh, sorry. Nathan said monkey. I didn't see Nathan pop in. Hi, Nathan. Apologies, I didn't read your message earlier. I've been a bit blind to the chat, I think. This check can be precise or not, but for precise collisions to be enabled, the object or instance that you are checking for must have precise collisions enabled for their sprite. If not, the default check is based on bounding boxes. I don't care if it's based on bounding boxes. It's just not finding it. If it's based on bounding boxes, that should be easier even. Which one's the precise one? Precise here. I'm gonna turn that to false for a sec. Actually, I'm just gonna turn that to false on the front because I'm pretty sure that's all they're hitting them with. We'll see if that helps. It does not. So it doesn't matter if it's precise or not. It's still not finding it. Not me is enabled, but like does that make sense? No. Okay, so pushable. So they run pushable. They calculate the impact, which works, because what we're getting our what from down here, so we at least make it there. So we get the collision impact. It's bigger than damaging impact, so we do stuff. We break the crate a little bit. If the crate's broken, make it explode. If it's not broken, we damage the player. So we get the face, get collision face, other self. So actually it might not be the crate that's not working, it could be either the other or self. Not sure which one. So to find out where we're going, we might want to do a little printout. Debug. Show debug message, and we're going to show one line. String x1 plus comma string y1. It'll show us where the front line is. At least it shows what the point. That seems right. And when I did the B box before, it looked like that was kind of in the middle of that. I'm actually gonna add a bunch of this shit. B box 2. So those are the 2 points making the line in front of the car. This is gonna be other dot B box left, B box top, B box right, B box bottom, and so that should show us all the position of the crate, and should also show us where the line is that's trying to collide with it. Blink. Alright, we've got these values. This is where the box is. So on the right side is further to the right. Also, these X numbers are in between these X numbers. So the line, assuming the box isn't like way up or down, is going right through the middle. We can check if it's way up or down using this. And it might be saying this. Oh no, it's not though. Saying this goes from 334 to 373. This 373 is outside of that, but 334 isn't. 334 is right in the middle. So what that should be is that well, the box should be like here or something. That line should be coming from here and just stopping like kind of in a bit in the box. So it just should be just cutting like a little slit in the box. The question is, why aren't we finding a collision then? Because this should clearly give us a collision. At least I think it should. Doesn't make sense if it doesn't. That's saying we check for all things. Check for precise collision. Which I turned this off and it didn't change anything. But this should be using not precise collision. So I'll turn this off just while we're debugging. Probably not going to change anything, but it might. And I'd rather not just leave it on and be mad at nothing. Set not me to true. That's meaning like, you know, if it's two cars colliding, don't count yourself in the collision. Having said that, there should never be a collision with yourself, so this variable shouldn't matter either. This collision's never made. I'll run it with precise being false and see if that changes anything. It shouldn't, but we'll see if it does. Yeah, it didn't. So, man, that's confusing me. But why does it not? So yeah, that X on that line never leaves the box. Starts a bit close to the left side, ends a bit close to the right side. It doesn't leave the box, that line. Y position. Still in there. The wire's just right in the bottom of the box. It's going doot. Comes out a bit, but there's a collision there. So why, oh why, is there not? I don't think you would have multiple collisions. There's nothing else there. I'm not sure. Collision. Alright, I might even still have this tab open, but anything here that will help us. Special keywords are all and other. Yep. We're using all. Combination of objects, instances. Okay. This could be an instance. So can I put other in here? Like this one? Perhaps. Then I would go is not equal to no one. See if that does anything. It does not. I'm curious to see if car collisions still work with that stuff I put in. There's 10 seconds grace period, so I'll have to hang around for a bit. But back front, yes. Yep, that's still working fine. So interesting. Like what? Yeah, that just slices into that. Like, does that even slice into that? What? Oh no, it does. That's 550. Yes, it does. Only just. So confused. What? What? Like they clearly got front as well, so like this code of added hasn't screwed anything. I might set that back to true, but putting other in here is not a bad idea at all. The reason it might be a good idea to do this is because I can collide with multiple things. Like, no, I could collide with 2 crates and a person. like this line would collide with those things. And so I'm not sure if this returns me all 3 or if it just returns me 1. But if I'm just looking for the other thing that hit me, then I can only ever return 1 thing. It just makes my life easier. Alright. And I'm not sure what's going on. I don't have a clue. And it might have to be a question for last time, because we're getting pretty late now. No, yeah. I think this is enough for today. We've made good progress. I'll get this crate stuff done like tomorrow or something. And then next stream we can get on to making funny sprites. Or as always, you guys can yell at me to do different things, and I will do different things. And so we also have a YouTube channel as well now, newly made since last stream. I'm uploading VODs onto it, so if you missed the stream and you are interested in watching the streams, you can go on YouTube and you can watch them. I think there's only like 1 or 2 up right now, and some gameplay of like a random ass game I've made. So you are more than welcome to go check that out if you enjoy watching these streams and want to see a different one. But yeah, I've been... What? This might be something I need to look into. But yeah. Yeah, so streams will continue Tuesdays for a little bit, but uni is starting back up soon, and my day for going into uni is going to be Tuesday, so gonna find another day that suits in the afternoon to live stream. Thinking Thursday is looking likely, but it could also be Wednesday maybe. We'll see. Could be Monday as well. Alright, if you have a preference, not sure if I have a contact for you to reach out, but if you want to leave a comment on a YouTube video, maybe I'll read that. But yeah, no, thanks everyone for showing up. This is always nicer when people join in, so thanks to everyone who threw a chat in today. It's very nice. Yep, I'll see all of you next Tuesday. I'll finish this crate damage thing, and then we can get on to making some pretty pictures. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you next week.